I've taken thousands of trades over the past 5 years, and without these 3 confirmations, I will simply not enter my trades. Even if one of these confirmations is missing, I will walk away from that trade because this has allowed me to avoid 70+% of my losses by just following these 3 simple things that I'm about to show you today. The best part is I've been using these exact same strategies for the past 5 years and traded it live on YouTube with over 70% win rate, all documented, so you know the concepts that I'm about to teach actually do work. I'm going to show you live examples, back-tested examples to make sure it's all clear for you. So that being said, let's get straight into the video. So I've pulled up a chart here and I'm going to explain the first 2 with the last one being super important because this puts everything together. The number one thing what I look for is what you see in 90% of the candles on the screen here, which are these top and bottom wicks. Wicks are super important because they're basically creating liquidity on the lower time frame and they're going to give us confidence that we can trust a move, okay? So you can see 90% of candles have them. When they don't have them, it's telling us something that most candles have and this one doesn't. It's going to decrease probabilities. I'm going to break down exactly why we wait for a wick and why you should. No matter what strategy you're trading, this could be useful to you. I'm also going to give you a real life example right now of a trade I took on Monday and how waiting for a wick saved me and increased my probabilities. So I want to show you why top wicks are super important. So we have a candle here. Let's say today we're looking for a sell. So I'm going to draw a downside move here. The sell we're looking for is going to be below this level here, like this, okay? So let's say that's the candle that closed below. If our next candle does not have a wick here and just starts to push down like this, this could be a liquidity grab that ends up grabbing liquidity from the downside before pushing up. When we have a top wick, what it essentially tells us is it tells us that price has gone up first, grabbed liquidity. Think of it like a rubber band. It's retested whatever zone it wants to. It's making lower time frame structure and it wants to continue down. This has increased my win rate by over 20% just waiting for this and then waiting for the break of the low. Because if we look at how structure will look, price would have come down. It's gone up. That's your top wick, okay? Then it's gone down and broke the low. If you're just entering without the top wick, you have the candle come down, the next candle opens and just continues down. At some point, you might be part of this and this could be ending up a reversal, hitting your stop loss, then going down. But if you do this first, you create that lower high, it creates extreme confidence for your trades and allows you to enter a trade pretty cleanly and easily without worrying that, hey, price is going to reverse on me. It's an extra layer of confirmation and I do not enter a trade without a top or bottom wick. So I want to show you in a real life example how that works. So on this scenario here, this is a sell I actually took on live stream on Monday here. And this is what I was looking for, a 5-minute candle closing below. So this candle here on the 5-minute, actually when the next candle opened, I know when I skip here, it won't show you that, but I'm going to have a solution. It opened, no top wick. This could have reversed from here and continued up and I could have lost. I did not enter the trade till I had a top wick and I want to show you how I did that. So concentrate here on this candle. This is live. You can see this candle, no top wick. I'm not entering. No sell stop place, no entry place because I need a top wick in order to enter my trades. And it's one of those rules. As you can see it now making the top wick, that is where I say now top wick, look, immediately sell stop placed. Why? Because now I have the confirmation we've retested something upside. If it's going to fail, now, it's just going to go up and continue moving bullish, right? You see, it's just going to respect this key level. It's just going to keep moving up, continuing towards the upside. And I'm not triggered in the trade. If I entered before, I could have been triggered in the trade and then I have to hold all this drawdown hoping, hey, I hope this candle is going to flip. Please may it flip so I can go and profit. Without that, I don't need to worry about that and I can just allow the trade to make a top wick, give me that extra confirmation, the extra liquidity and avoid all this BS right here. So if we fast forward a little bit, you can see eventually it will trigger me in after messing about. Look how much drawdown I get to avoid by just waiting for that top wick. I'm still not even triggered in the position. So I get to avoid all that drawdown and we skip forward in the trade. Now when I get triggered here, which I'm about to in like a couple of seconds here, boom. So I get triggered, but I get instant profit there, right? Look, straight into profits there. And then the trade classically just makes its way down towards the downside here. So if we were to fast forward the trade, long story short, ended up going towards the downside, but look at how accurate the entry becomes. And that's what's important about it is I'm entering a time in the market that does what? That avoids me from having to hold drawdown that could potentially hit a stop loss, Plus, with a top wick, I can actually run stop loss tighter because it's gone up first before coming down. It's a big benefit. That leads me into number 2, the close. So let's go discuss that. So the other confirmation I look for is a candle closing. Now, candle close drastically changed my trading because it avoided uncertainty. All of these candles here did not close below the level wick, 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 wick. And same thing for above. If you look above here, we could have had a breakout trade towards the upside. Price could have moved towards the upside, but we failed to close above. All of these candles wicked, wicked, wicked. This didn't close above. If you're an impulsive trader just entering without waiting for candles to close above, that could be the missing piece to you, because a close gives you a confirmation. The same way this candle closed bullish, I didn't enter that. Why? Because it's a rejection. I want price proving to me that, hey, we're going down. And in order for that to happen, I need that bearish candle close there. And as you can see, this candle closed bearish, which was my confirmation of entry. Because if this candle ended up closing bullish again, I would have never entered. So when I have a candle closing in the direction of the trade I want to take, it's telling me and giving me probabilities that I don't have to hope for that to happen in order for my trade to continue. Instead, if I start to get a bullish candle start to form here, I can look at that as being a negative for my trade. And I can be like, okay, now we are changing structure. If I see us break past this range and not respect it and go down, I know I'm going to be wrong. Instead of me impulsively entering the trade, the next candle comes back inside the range and then I lose. And you're like, damn, how could have I avoided that? You wait for confirmation. You wait for confirmation, and that's what could have led you into avoiding a situation that makes you end up losing. So I will always wait in my trades to do what? To wait for a candle close. And I've just noticed, if you pick up on this watching the video, the drawing is a bit sus, but we won't discuss about that. We will move on. That's a new pattern here. So that is point number 2, always waiting for candle close. That drastically increased my probabilities. I used to be very impulsive, entering break of highs, break of lows, countless fake outs, losing money in the market, and closes helped me avoid that. All right, so part number 3 and the last part here, we're back at the base. So before we get into step number 3, if you are enjoying the video and made it this far, leave a like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Definitely helps the channel and gets this video out to more people. So step number 3 and the last thing I always wait for is my trading zones. And what I look for is I look for clean candles. This is a concept I speak about. I have a video called Trading Zones that goes into depth, but I want to explain it briefly here and why I wait for this. Because I notice when I trade in choppy areas, I get choppy price action, which can hit my stop loss. When I'm looking to maximize my stop loss and use the tightest stop loss as possible that makes sense and maximize TP, I want to be in a zone that I can get fast movement. So if we look here at the past, this is a prime example. What we see is we see clean candles, means there's no support and resistance, and we get mirroring a clean move, right? So we see clean move in the past and clean move in the future. That is exactly what I want to play off. If we look here, the same example we used here, the reason I took it, we had clean move here, it made a clean move here. This is why I always look for my trading zones to have clean candles on the left, meaning no support and resistance. Look at here, choppy price action here, choppy price action here, pullback, these big pullback, then we have a clean candle moving up, clean move moving down. When we reach the support, gets choppy again. Here, a little bit choppy again. So that is exactly why I wait for clean candles, because I'm trying to mirror the high volume zone. If it could move fast in the past, it can maybe move fast in the future with all of the right things put together. It is a game changer for me and is one of the things I wait for. And if you're looking to take it past YouTube and actually work alongside me, with me every single day, trade live with me, you're welcome to join the exclusive group. We have access to all in-depth course videos there as well, part of the group. And if you want to be part of serious traders, that's all I want there. So if you're not going to be serious, you don't want to progress, you don't actually want to get results, get payouts and stuff, and just hop along, then that's not for you. But if you actually want to put in the hard work and make a change and start to see results, then you're more than welcome to join. That's the first link in the description. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon.